Welcome back to Random University. Once again, we're diving into something random, henceforth the name. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play you about 3 different clips today, 3 different videos, 3 different versions of commentary. This is also coming up off of the Poor Man's Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, not his. You feel free to subscribe to his. I mean, he has some things that I agree with, but overall, he's one of those like over masculine pages where everything is about pump your chest out, get into shape, fat people should die, gays are evil. It's a lot of that kind of stuff. All women are bimbos. It's a lot of fresh and fit style of commentary, but with more intelligence. That's the best way I'll put it. He, for whatever reason, likes to play clips of people like Sus Marquardt, Marquette, another scammer, trusting opinions of people like Sneako. You'll see the Sneako thing here in just a second, but this is one of those. If you haven't seen the Poor Man's Podcast, he does have some good commentary, but overall, I feel like ever since he's gotten big, he just sounds angry now. He actually should take over for Angry Man.
Can I ask you a question? If you had a daughter, and let's say, would you rather her date a 30-year-old or would you rather her?
What age?
She's 18.
I don't want my daughter to date.
Well, she's going to.
No, she's not.
What?
My daughter's not going to date.
But that's not you to control that. It's her life.
It's
she's
my
18.
daughter.
It's her life.
If she's 18, she can do what she wants.
But even then, that's my daughter. I'm going to take care of her. The government's not going to parent my kid. I'm going to parent my daughter.
The government doesn't decide who you're going to marry.
My daughter's not going to date. I'm going to find her husband, and then she's going to agree, and then she's going to get married.
So you're going to find her husband?
Yeah.
So
do you agree with that, though?
What?
This is only because of his newfound Muslim belief. His belief in faith in Islam. That's the only reason he believes this. We're going to have now arranged marriages, which, hey, kudos to those people. They do what they do, and a lot of times they make good decisions. Wouldn't trust Sneako with that decision. Ever. With anything. No.
Shouldn't she want to find who she wants to be with? Let her find people that...
I don't think women are good at making decisions like that.
Funny, coming from a person who can't even decide exactly which grift he's going to attach himself to next. This is a person who has no identity, no real beliefs. This person's one claiming that he's Muslim now. Next week, he's going to be Buddhist. And a week after that, he's going to be atheist. Eventually, he won't even believe in God. And he's going to start thinking, you know what? There's no harm in just killing people. People who shouldn't exist anymore, we should just murder them. You know why? Because I don't agree with them. People who are dangerous, he's going to go on these tangents. This is a person who's so stupid who doesn't even realize a guy he was clamoring and acting like was his best friend actually wanted to hang him up by a tree. He didn't realize mid-conversation talking to somebody who was a white supremacist and said it numerous times to his face on a platform with other blacks who told him the exact same thing that, hey, homie, guess what? This guy doesn't like your kind. This guy doesn't even respect you. In his reality, you would not be here. You would not exist. But yeah, he was too stupid. He's, I think Nick's a good guy. Nick's not too bad. Nick's is just a guy who's like to talk. You are an idiot. You are a dumbass, and you are a person whose opinion should never be taken seriously. Honestly, the youth is done. Like Gen Z, they're fried, just air fried. Now Gen A, I think there might be some hope there. Gen Z, just stir fried. Just go ahead and throw that thing in the trash. They're done. Sneako is a person who is truly spineless. To think that, women don't make good decisions. Yeah, there's a lot of bad decision-making women, but we got to stop acting like guys always make the right choice. The father should be heavily involved. Yeah, he should be involved. But he shouldn't decide and make every decision of a person's life. Just saying. Why is it that so many of the fathers decide that they're just going to leave, disappear, vanish, never be involved? Sometimes not their fault. Sometimes the wife or the woman or the mother, whatever, baby mama, they don't want them around and will not allow them around. In those circumstances, which isn't all circumstances, it's understandable to understand the plight of the man and get that, hey, it wasn't his fault. But majority of the times with people like this, these idiots, they actually think that because you have a man in the picture, all things are going to be okay. That's not the truth. Some guys just make really bad choices. Some guys trick off all their money. Some guys actually take out really bad loans. Some guys actually continuously take out those loans. Some people continue to steal. Some people continue to lie. That's all they do. And they're men. Supposed men. Some guys are serial cheaters, but I guess that's okay. Right? Just go ahead and keep doing whatever you want. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Sneako is the type of guy that I always mention. He's going to get the baseball bat in the middle of the night. You try to control people. They will control your actual future outcome. And if you catch my drift, they're going to determine what your fate is. When you're not looking. because you ruined their life. It's sort of like all these parents that continue to go on and on, complaining about their kids who decided to go no contact. I watch this other YouTuber, his name's Amir Odom, gay dude. He makes really funny videos, hilarious, and they're really good, really nuanced. Like, his channel's really huge. Feel free to subscribe to his channel. Puts out some really great work, and I've seen some of his videos where it's like, hey, some of these parents just don't get it, because you know why? These kids do not respect you because you were helicopter parents. You rode their ass all their lives. You didn't allow them to go outside the house. You didn't allow them to wear anything nice. You ain't gotta let them go out there and dress like hoes, but you should allow them to wear like a dress, something that shows their legs. You don't have to cover up their face. Deprive them of any fun. No, you're not going to play any sports. You're going to learn how to cook. I don't care about home ec. You do not play basketball. I mean, all this stupid stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Like, if you let women choose, they always choose the bad boy, the biker.
That's not up for you to control. That is an exclusively Western idea to turn your daughters into hoes. And over 50% of the planet, the fathers are heavily involved in the woman's dating process, and it was that way even in America up until the last 60 years. American culture is trying to shame men into accepting responsibility without having any authority, and I'll be damned if I raise my daughter for 18 years and not have any say in quite possibly the most important decision she'll make in her life.
I'm guessing poor man must have missed some of what Sneako was saying there. Sneako said he is deciding. He's going to determine. He's going to be involved. She will not do this. She is not going to be allowed to make these decisions. Period. Not, I'm not going to be involved. Poor man, you got a more noble idea. Being involved is perfectly fine. Being involved in the process is understandable. But Sneako's not talking about that. And I know you're a part of the internet that knows who these people are. Idiots like Sneako, Adin Ross, Fresh and Shit. Come on now. Now, I was going to say the wrong person. Rollo Tomasi, those guys. Marquette, Saint the Sinner. I mean, these worthless gurus, these life coaches, these people who tell you how to ruin your life and others. Yeah, I think you missed the boat on that one. Just a tad. Though I agree with being a part of the process, but not controlling everything. Now, yeah, we got a lot of things wrong in the Western, civilization, but hey, homie, there's a lot of reasons why people keep trying to come over here. Just saying, a lot of those places where the women are controlled, you know where they're trying to get to? Here. So they aren't controlled as much. People want to live and have some life to live, have some free bearing over what's going on. I want some control over these outcomes. I don't want it to be dictated by just the guy. You know why? Because we don't know how many opportunities we get at this. We probably get one. Depends on what you believe in, all sorts of different things. We get one shot usually, more than likely. And if that's the case, some people would rather do it on their own terms. And I think that's okay. Now, yeah, I think there is good guidelines to live your life by, to where, you know what, you don't F up, you don't screw other people over, you're not a detriment to society or your family and friends and stuff like that. But overall, you need to let some people live. Guide them. But when they're an adult, it's time for them to start making some decisions on their own.
Through the media, they're turning your wives against you, they're turning your daughters into hoes, and they're turning your sons gay. And if you use your authority as a man to try to change any of that, you're a bad dad. I'll be damned.
This is just literally doom and gloom. And there's a lot of doom and gloom out there. But that's a farce. I'm sorry, that's crap. That is making men the victim. And I think that stands completely against everything you want to talk about on your platform. Oh, if I try to do this, society is going to say I'm a bad guy. I'm a terrible deadbeat father. Homie. No. Most average people, as people like to say, go touch grass, go outside. If you go outside, you'll realize most people don't share that opinion. They really don't. Most people believe a father being in a child's life is a good thing. Making decisions, you know what? Everybody has opinions about how people choose to parent their children. But it's not going to determine their day or how they're going to view them, or they're going to call the police or anything like that. They might just view them and be like, that's a little interesting. I might not agree with that, or I might not approach it that way. Or they might say, well, you know what? That is a good idea. They might say that.
Normies really think going outside and talking to girls is going to work for someone like me. It does not. I mean, maybe if my appearance wasn't just blatantly subhuman, then it would work. But what you people don't understand is that when I go outside, Floyds will literally stare at me like I'm a killer or something.
Well, buddy, if you didn't remind everybody of the slender black version of Jake Gyllenhaal from the movie Nightcrawler, that might help. If it didn't look like you put photographs in the water and waited for them to develop so you can see the butchered bodies, I think that would go a long way.
before I even say anything to them. So how do you think me talking to them is ever gonna work? Like, the whole personality and confidence thing is just cope.
Okay, look, apparently, homie, you have been on the wheat waffles diet and it is malnourishing you. You need to quit. This is exactly what black pill looks like. Like, if anybody wanted to know what the black pill ideology is, it is exactly what this guy is. What he has been talking about for the last like 50 seconds or so. That's black pill. That's exactly what that is. Somebody who's self-deprecating to the point where it's like, oh, well, I can't get any women. They're not going to like me. They only like the guy with the big chest, the big pocketbooks, the big all of that. That it's all cope. It's all victimhood. The victimhood Olympics is in its peak form right now. That's what that is. And quite frankly, he just needs to stop. Like, homie, there's nothing wrong with you. Go out there and eat a little bit. Like, eat real waffles. Go get some chicken, some meat, beef. You know, thicken up a little bit. Just thicken up a little bit. I mean, you ain't got to get like in pristine shape like everybody else keeps acting like. I'm not going to be one of those like Joey Swoles or the Poor Man's Podcast and be like, hey, homie, you know what? You need to eat. You need to get that 6-pack right now. You don't need all that. Just eat a little bit. Take out the toboggan. I guarantee you it's summer and you're still wearing it. Take it off. So, you know, make sure you just clean up your image a little bit. You know, I mean, look, you got, I don't know. I mean, I've seen ugly people, like ugly people. I wouldn't put them in that category. I'm just saying, you know, no diddy.
Your personality is your face and your confidence is your height. My life will always suck due to the fact that I am boneless and I just overall don't look good. And even if I do approach some random void and she gives me the time of day, her giving me the time of day means that she has bad intentions. The only girl who would date a subhuman is the girl who would do anything for attention, because that's literally all a subhuman has to offer. I'm always right, and you...
Hope is not all lost, son. Trust me, it's not. Just go out there and try. I guarantee you haven't really tried. Just being yourself helps. But it depends on which version of yourself you're trying to be. Being goofy with women really does work. But you do have to watch that threshold of how goofy you are, or you could immediately friend zone yourself. And when you get into friend zone, you can get out. You can. But it's hard. That is the sunken place. And it's damn near close to the sunken place of irrelevance. Down with, you know, fresh and shit.
Going to jail for assaulting somebody because you stole. Smile, baby. You just dead smacked me in my face, right? No, bro. You're going to jail, right? You see it? She smacked me, right? I bet you're going to jail.
I still have to get the story for legal purposes.
Thank you. She smacked me. That's it. Yeah, you literally stole, then you got mad because you got confronted, and then now you're going to jail because you decided to smack me. Bozo. I'm still going to tag you and post you up. Idiot. Yeah, put your hands on people. I heard you. Good. Bye, bitch.
So in reference to the video,
yeah, that guy who was being all sweet, savory, and sassy out there a few seconds ago that you heard screaming from off the camera, that was him. But that's
where you see the girl get locked up. Obviously, she got locked up because she did something wrong, right? Now you're wondering, did I do something wrong? No, I am a street photographer, right? We talk to people, we ask them if they want photos on the street.
So essentially, he's just one of those people who's harassing folks in the streets. And, you know, just like the street interview people, like the ones who never get famous, but the people they interview get famous. That's what he's doing. Except he's taking photos. Instead of saying, hey, what's the best move that every guy will go wild for? He's like, hey, let me take a picture of you. And if you like it, you can pay me. It's a flawed way of business. And I mean, look, I'm not going to hate on the hustle. I mean, apparently he probably makes money doing it, but I just think it's harassment, and I think it's annoying, and I think it sucks.
Catch you, you look fly, bro. Let me take your picture. You ready? Cool. Yeah, I got you. Take your pictures. Boom, boom. Show you the photos. You choose the photo that you want, and that's what you pay for. Right? Okay. So, back to the other night. Met these girls. Walked up to them. You look nice. You want some photos. Feel me? Alright. Yo, look, check my Instagram out. See my work. Boom, they both follow me on Instagram. Oh, I bet. Yeah, so what's up? You want to get some photos? Like, you want to try it out? You only pay if you like it. You don't got to pay if you don't like it. You feel me? Okay, yeah, let's get it. All right, boom. As you can see in the video, they're posing in the photos, smiling, happy. Everything is good. So now, at the end, hey, listen, ladies, choose the one that you want, put a heart on it, right? I'm gonna show it to you on an iPad. Whatever you like, that's what you pay for. And then I airdrop it to you right after.
It's a flawed scheme. It's a flawed game plan. It's a flawed way of executing what you're trying to get done. Now, he's going to explain it, but you'll know what I'm talking about. There's just something off with it to where it leaves a very broad loophole for people to screw you over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good faith business, mostly. And that's kind of hard to just go off of.
Shorty proceeds to choose the photo that she likes, cool. But then she airdrops the photos to herself without letting me know, or like thinking that I wasn't gonna see. I don't know how. I'm like, okay, it's awkward silence. Like, are you gonna pay, or what are you doing? No. I'm like, miss, so why did you send it to yourself if you don't want to pay? Cause I'm in the photo, and that's that. And then start getting attitude. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, listen, man, if you ain't had no money to pay for, you could have just said that. And it's like, you ain't had to try to steal. Like, that's kind of crazy. You feel me? Then I'm like, yo, you know what? Matter of fact, I already got your info. I'm just gonna post you up and throw you up on my gram because, like, you feel me? If you broke, could have just said that. Start recording her, about to throw up on Instagram. Shorty just clapped me, slapped the shit out of me. Bow! Smacked the ear pod out my ear, shit gone, you feel me? I'm like, yo. Nah, listen, you know what? You going to jail, baby. You pretty and all, but you going to jail, baby. Because if I would have did this to you, I'd be in jail. And you a woman, you not a man, so you feel me? I'm not about to, what I'm gonna do to you. I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I'm gonna let them folks do it to you. They're gonna put your ass in jail for a night. Have a good one.
I believe one of the least manly things you can do is complain about the consequences and the differences between men and women. The crying out, oh, if I was to do that, you know, the cops would be coming to get me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be allowed to do that because I'm a man. And since you're a woman, you're going to be allowed to put hands on me and you can fight me and you can curse me out. And I'm supposed to just stand here and take it. Oh, hell no, baby. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get that back. I'm going to put my hands on you. You think you tough? I think that's bitch made. Personally, I think that's weak. I think what he was doing, screaming out there to this woman in the streets, talking about, oh, they gonna take you to jail, all this theatrical nonsense. That's beta bitch made behavior. And I hate it. Now, she was dead wrong though. Like, I mean, you can't go slapping some guy. And now the thing is, I've said this in past videos before, you can't just go do things and expect no repercussions. Don't think anybody ain't just gonna just take it. Like, every guy ain't gonna be me. Whereas, like, look, I mean, you a chicken. I mean, there's nothing you can do to hurt me. I'm sorry. I'm not fighting you. Which he didn't do. I'm not saying he did that because he clearly said he didn't. But I'm not going to be sitting there recording you, trying to get content. And that part too. I question everybody's intent in these things, which he's a photographer, so I guess he probably tries to get most things on camera. But just like, why are you recording you sounding like this? Like, let her get locked up. Tell the story. I mean, get a little clip and show you what's going on. I mean, I just feel like this is a little extra. Now you got to come out here and do this explanation story because of what happened that night. I mean, mostly because these platforms don't allow you to even show that he got slapped, which I'm like, dude, I mean, it's a slap. I mean, if you can go on Twitter and watch somebody get their balls cut off, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, or beheaded, I think he's going to be okay. Or if you can literally have white supremacists out there, you know, having pictures of black people being set to fire, I think, you know, on some other platforms, you can allow a little touchy stuff, like, you know, a slap across the face. It's okay. But she shouldn't have did that. And obviously she deserved to go to jail. But, you know, I'm just not a big fan of the weak behavior by some of these guys. And the fact that dudes want to come out here and control women. And that's what most of these videos are. I got this from the Poor Man's Podcast because, you know, he's one of those guys who's lucky enough to where his fans send him a bunch of videos that he can just react to. You know, like, I wonder, like, how much research, like, these people do, or how much work they really got to do besides, like, oh, thanks for the video clip and I'll go ahead and start reacting to it. That's got to be effing great. That's got to be some pretty fantastic stuff. But either way, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I just wanted to, you know, share something short with you today. I'm in between making videos. And so this is going to have to suffice for now. Peace.